Hey everybody, a Retro Geek Dad here, back with another toy review. This time we're looking at the complete Wave 3 Turtles of Grayskull figures. I picked these up from Big Bad Toy Store. They were about $20.99 a piece retail. So I'm going to do all 4 figures in this one review video. So we do have Casey Jones, Michaelangelo with the wig, Skeletor, and Teela. Big Bad Toy Store also sent me a pretty cool sticker, so I just wanted to include that in the video. If you don't use Big Bad Toy Store, just kind of check them out. Their pile of loot thing that they have is pretty cool, where you can pre-order stuff, and as it comes in, it just sits in a pile. And then, you know, when you have other stuff come in, you can all ship it together and save on shipping. So I use them a lot with that, so that's pretty cool. So shout out to Big Bad Toy Store. But yeah, we're gonna check these out, look at the packaging, do a package walkthrough, open them up, check out weapons, accessories, and everything. So stay tuned, and we're gonna get into it. Okay, so we're back. We're going to, take a look at these individually, but let's go ahead and set these to the side, and we'll do kind of one at a time. We're going to start with Mikey, just because I think he looks pretty cool. So we do have our Michaelangelo here, and he does have like a He-Man wig, so that's pretty cool. So the nunchucks, heroic captain of Cowabunga. Looking at the back, so we do have a pretty cool picture of Mike and Hordak, which Hordak is in the next wave. I do have those pre-ordered as well, but little bio right there if you want to check it out, and his press-on He-Man wig, the UPC code, so pretty cool. Go ahead, open up Mikey. So we do have our piece of paper showing these swappable parts, and we do have a mini comic. So we are getting a full-fledged comic book series for the Turtles of Grayskull, so that is coming. I'm not sure who. I want to say Dark Horse or DC maybe puts it out. I'll have to double check that. Yeah, pretty cool, and he's got a shell. Pop these out real quick. So we do have a couple of straps on the ankles and the wrists. Okay. So here is our Mikey. So we're going to have articulation. So the hair literally just sits on top. There's no pegs or anything like that. So if you were concerned about that, because I was wondering if it was a peg and then you'd have a big hole in his head, but it just sits on the top. So you can take that off. Articulation, so we do have the head on a ball joint. Shoulders do rotate. Elbows are single jointed. Wrists are on a rocker, waist, legs are on a ball joint, knees are single jointed. You have articulation in the top of the boot, and the feet on a rocker. So it's your standard Motu articulation, pretty basic what we've seen so far. But I really like the outfit. It's kind of a battle armor He-Man symbol, so that's pretty cool. And then of course on the back he does have the 2 pegs, and that is where the shield plugs in. So they just plug right in there. They just plug right in there. Okay, there we go. So the handle has to be down. So there's that. So there is him with his shell. And of course the nunchucks, which, take a look at those real quick. So those are just on a little plastic chain. So there's those, which the chain is real, like, I don't know if you can see it, but you can see all the little plastic burrs on it. So real kind of dollar store grade, cheapy chain plastic. But these should, I don't know if you can get both pair. I don't know if there's enough room. I don't think you can put both pair of nunchucks in there at the same time. It's because of how tight it is. I'm not sure if you can see that. But I guess you could do something like that. I guess you could do something like that. Yeah, see, this one right here's got so much plastic burrs on it that it's not even moving. So I guess you can do something like that. Throw on the hair. So yeah. So I'm not a big fan of the hair, so I'll probably leave that off. But as far as weapons and hands, so the nunchucks do fit in his hands pretty good. Just like that. So pretty cool. And of course you can take the shield off, and you know, he can hold that as a, you know, shield. The armor, this armor piece does come off, and of course you can, you know, take his arms off and interchange pieces. So, but this piece right here, this body piece is pretty cool. You could definitely use that for some custom figures. And of course the waist comes off and you can change that one off. But pretty cool figure. I really like the, you know, the look of the armor and everything. Pretty cool. Let's snap this all back together real quick. And of course, you know, the little pads here, they can come off too. Should be able to come off. There we go. So they can just pop on and off. So get Mikey put back, and then we'll get started on the next figure. Get this bandana out of the way. Back on, and we'll put his wig back on. Okay, so we'll sit Mikey right there, kind of lean him like that. Okay, and our next figure is Casey Jones, and he is a one-man weapons rack. He has got a lot of weapons. On the back, we have our picture of Casey Jones with the Trap Mauser, which was a Target exclusive I've done a video on before. We do have Sorceress here in the back. A little bio there. Field bag with battle accessories. The UPC code. So pretty cool. Up. Okay, and he should have the same comic, so they're all going to have pretty much the same comic, and his interchangeable parts. Okay. So he's got a bag behind him that has weapons. There is a couple of tabs for some of the weapons and stuff in here. sword. We do have a spear. And he's got tabs on his ankles and arms. Okay, and hockey stick and the bag. I'm going to bring the camera down a little bit. Okay, so we'll go ahead and look at his articulation. So we do have a removable face mask. So I'm trying to get it, there we go. So we do have the removable mask. And ball joint on the head, articulation, shoulders, elbows, wrists, waist, legs, knees, and then the boots. And the feet are on rockers. So there is our Casey Jones. Okay. We've got the removable armor. Probably take his arms and his waist off. We do have like a man-at-arms boot cover there. His bag, it does have the holes so it fits on his back. So, kind of like that, pretty good snug fit. And we do have the hockey stick. It's got little spikes on it. We have it's like a jitsu sword. The spear, it's like a whiplash spear. And then we do have a few more accessories in the bag here. So we have a hammer. Now this hammer looks like it's like the same hammer that the Triple H figure from the Masters of the WWE figure. If anyone had that one, that's what the hammer looks like. It's got a little skull imprint on it. We do have it's not a changeable hand, it's like a slip-on hand. Looks like a jitsu hand with a karate chop. And we do have a green axe, kind of a translucent, kind of clear. So a lot of weapons here. Let's see, let's put his mask on, and let's see if it shows. Yeah, so on the back it kind of gives a rough breakdown as to how it goes. So the hockey stick kind of clips there, and then you have the hammer, the axe, the sword, and we'll throw in the spear. So it kind of goes on his back like that. Okay. Head's a little loose, kind of like bobblehead almost. So the hand just kind of slips over the hand that's already there, kind of like that. So it just slides right over. You don't have to change out hands or anything. So yeah. So that's pretty cool. I'm not going to change all the weapons in his hands and stuff. I'll do some still photos at the end of this video, have him pose with some weapons. But we'll give him his hockey stick, because that's what he's known for. That's one of his most used weapons. So there he is, Casey Jones. So pretty cool. Stick him back there with Mikey. Okay, next up we have our Skeletor. So I'm pretty excited for this one. when I saw the pictures originally, I was like, oh, we got all these, you know, like glow-in-the-dark accents, you know, that'd be pretty cool. They are not glow-in-the-dark, unfortunately, but it would be really cool if they were. So we do have Skeletor, Evil Samurai of Destruction. And then on the back, I'll raise it up some, we do have a pretty cool picture of him and Donatello. We do have Mikey. It looks like Stealth He-Man. We are going to be getting him in the next line. Leo, Raph, and Beastman. So the second wave I don't have. I've been trying to get that one, but that's the only wave I don't have yet is the second wave. So hopefully I'll get that one soon. Kitsu Origama. I probably butchered that, but that fits into his hand. UPC code. So get my lighting down here. So pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, this Skeletor to me looks just really cool looking, with the green accents and everything in the black. So I'll go ahead and open him up. So same comic, The Spirit of Grayskull, same comic. The removable parts. So it looks like we do get a little mutagen tube right there, but the cape does go through the back of the packaging, so you have to push that through. Do have some tabs on the hands and on the weapons. Okay, so here is the little mutagen thing, vial, very small, kind of translucent bluish green. His weapon, so his weapon's pretty cool because it is, it's the Havoc staff, but with a big blade on the end and everything. So, and just like with Mikey, it's got a lot of burrs on the plastic chain. That's really hard to see, but it kind of keeps it from being like chain-like. It's a kind of maneuver and I guess kind of break loose. It's almost kind of like a bad 3D print where you 3D print a chain and it didn't go all the way through or something. So I'm not too happy with how they did the chains. Just it kind of looks cheap to me. So, and then we have our figure. So we're going to have standard articulation. I won't go over that much, but we do have this pretty cool, like, flexible plastic cape, I guess. So we'll take the head, pop it off, and slide that off just to look at the outfit a little better. These giant gauntlets. Over these leg guards, or not leg guards, it says actual, you know, boots. So that would be a pretty cool custom figure or custom piece with the boots. And he's got the 2 slots, which he doesn't really have anything to go on his back. These just clip on. So the arm gauntlets just clip on. There's no strap on those. So pretty cool. I know he's a little more lavender, I guess. I'll have it like a lighter purple. So still pretty cool though. I like it. Really cool looking armor. I just hate, because it would have been really cool if these were glow in the dark accents, you know. A lot of detail of it. You see the detail on the little piece here in the front, little cloth piece, like the stitching. put this back on. So there we go. And have him hold the little vial. So the vial is about the width of a handle for a weapon. So he holds it pretty good. And of course his weapon. Put it like right there. Of course he could hold it in both hands. But with that chain being kind of goofy, it's going to be a little difficult to have it in both hands at the same time. So you'll have to maneuver it a little bit, but it can be achieved. We'll have him hold the vial in his weapon. So yeah, there's Skeletor. Pretty cool. So him there. And then we have our Teela figure. So Teela is the shell-kicking warrior goddess. And she does have a giant, I guess it's a sai, kind of like Raphael. We do have a shell for her. And on the back, so we do have Teela fighting Merman. So this Merman, I believe, was a Walmart exclusive. I do not have him either, so hopefully I'll get him. But he is like a Walmart exclusive figure that comes with like the legs and then an interchangeable tail. Little bio for Teela. And then remove shell armor to use as a shield. The UPC code for her. So it looks pretty cool. Open her up. So, same comic, Spirit of Grayskull. We have our removable parts for Teela. Okay. And we do have, see, this little weapon, or the sword sai thing, doesn't have any tags, but the Teela figure she's got on her arms and legs. And her gauntlets popped off. Shell. Okay, so we'll look at Teela real quick. So her little gauntlets did pop off, just like Skeletor. They're just kind of clip on. So they just clip over her already existing gauntlets. Just kind of like that. So we do have articulation. So there's not a whole lot of movement with the head because the helmet hits here on the shoulder pads, and of course her ponytail's kind of in the way. But her ponytail is articulated, so it does kind of move around. So there is some restriction there. The helmet does not come off. It's molded onto the head. So you could, you know, swap it out for another Teela head if you had one of the other Teelas. Those gauntlets just keep popping off. Arms, shoulders, elbows. Elbows are a little tight. Rockers, twisty, legs on a ball joint. So we do have the, you know, the covered kneecaps on this one. The boot and the ankles all rotate. Her armor, let's look at that. So take the head off. So we do have this piece here comes off, that comes around, and of course you're going to separate the waist. And then this piece here comes off. So it's a Teela figure, but it's like her details on her outfit are not painted. Just the little bit of silver here. So there's Teela without the armor. So the armor here, so we do have this like fur piece, and it's attached up here at the shoulders. And then a little, I don't know if it's a loincloth, but pretty cool. They got it detailed on the chains, the painted chains. So pop that back on. We'll put this back on her. Teela figure just kind of seems bulky to me. Just like they tried to match the armor and stuff for the other figures, and it just kind of comes out bulky. But I do kind of like how, you know, they did kind of throw in some turtle plating, like some rivets here. The shell, so we'll put that on. So it's kind of hard with the fur piece here, so we'll go with the fur piece behind it. Push that in there and wiggle it, so kind of that thing. So it's on there, but it doesn't want to stay. And then you could try to go over, which I guess might be a little bit better. Maybe. Just don't want to kind of go in the little pegs. Just kind of maneuver it. There we go. So I guess you can do over. Makes it a little easier looking. And then the weapon. There is the weapon for her hand. Really big, like almost too big. Probably would have liked her to have a, like more like a spear. Let's try it this way. And I like the detail of on the gauntlets where the little blade looks like it's taped on. It looks kind of cool, like homemade. So you can kind of do that and have them pointed down instead of, or pointed up instead of pointed down. But yeah, pretty cool. So this is our Wave 3 Turtles of Grayskull. So pretty cool assortment. I think my favorite is definitely Mikey. It's really cool. Skeletor probably be my second. Casey Jones and Teela. Teela's okay. It just kind of feels like we needed a girl in the line, so throw her in there. I know we do have April coming, and April is supposed to be the sorceress. So I'm looking forward to see how they, do her figure. But yeah, there's Wave 3 of the Turtles of Grayskull. I hope you guys enjoyed my video. If you like my content, subscribe, drop a comment, subscribe, thumbs up, send me flowers, whatever. But definitely check out Big Bad Toy Store if you haven't. Prices are pretty good. I do like their pile of loot option that they have. I use that a lot. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and we will catch you again next time.